I used to make some really mean videos about EA builds, and mean isn't really the right word. They were just critical, and I think rightfully so, because back in the day, they used to release some genuinely, objectively terrible lots in their new worlds. It is a little bit funny when you look back on it because they were so embarrassingly bad, like the missing toilets in Get Famous and the missing doors and stairs in Realm of Magic. I call that time the Sims 4's flop era for a reason, and they kind of came out of that by starting to hire simmers to do the official lots instead. So they've been doing that for a few years now, up until the newest expansion pack, For Rent. They did the For Rent builds themselves again, probably because of time constraints with the new build features not being done in time to have simmers do the builds. Because when I did builds for Growing Together, we worked on them for months and months and months, and obviously the rental lot type was not done months and months in advance, so they probably had to do them themselves, and they aren't really bad. I actually do really like most of these builds. There's not many builds, but they're all pretty decent. The only one that I slightly take issue with is the Screaming Gecko Lounge. And I don't know why I didn't do this when the pack came out, because I kind of meant to, because normally I go back and I renovate EA builds. I've got a whole slew of videos doing it, but I think I was just so excited about the rental lots that I kind of let the community lots fall to the side. So now, literally months later, we are finally going to attempt to renovate the Screaming Gecko. Let me kind of show you around quickly just so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. I don't mean this in a bad way, but a lot of times when they do builds themselves, they do things that I would not normally. So for example, sometimes they'll have like rooms that are all messed up and it would be painted right so it doesn't look like it's wrong, but then it's actually all kind of weird. This build doesn't have that, but the issue with this one is that it's open to the outside, which is cool. It looks cool from the front, but it causes a lot of issues with the lighting in the interior. I can show you the difference if I close up these walls. You see how the lighting completely changes? It goes from being dark to being super bright in there. I hate this indoor-outdoor lighting thing. I know it's not really that bad. It's just very annoying for me when I'm playing to have it look like that, so I usually try to avoid it when I can. So I'm gonna try to redo this in a way that it doesn't have that weird indoor-outdoor thing. And then the roof, there's just something about the roof. I don't know. We're gonna try and mess with this a little bit and see if we can improve it. This is not a hate video. It's a nice build. It's just that there are some things that I personally would change, mostly lighting-wise, okay? That's all. Everybody's got their own personal preferences for the game and how they want to play, and that's totally fine. I'm just gonna build this one to be a little bit more tuned to my tastes. Also, before I start, I should warn you, I do have a cat behind me. It doesn't look like a cat, it looks like a sunflower, but it is a cat in a sunflower cone. My cat Snap had surgery a couple days ago to remove a cancerous tumor on her leg, so she's been having kind of a rough recovery for the past couple days. She's currently knocked out on some pain medication, so she's asleep, but she is back there. So if you see any movement, it's just a cat. But I'm just gonna start building. I think I'm gonna start by deleting a lot of this landscaping because I'm gonna redo that with some debug landscaping, I think. And then I also would prefer for this to have an overhang, but like in a different way. I like the idea of the overhang, but I think I might do my overhang like this instead of dragging it out extra tiles. Oh, there's some stains on the building. I didn't notice those before. I may also move the signs off because I'm gonna use them, but maybe just elsewhere. And I think I'm gonna shrink it just a bit as well. I might have that have a little bit of an overhang too. I know this is kind of weird, okay, but this is a serious trust the process kind of situation. We're gonna be going through it for a minute, but we will make it work. We're just gonna have to get this all to a point where it starts to make sense again. What is happening back here? What is this? There's just like so many shapes, you know? That's part of the issue. There's so many shapes happening everywhere you look. I think I might extend that out just a bit more. Does it, hello? Oh my God. Okay, it does slot there. It's just hard to find the spot where it will slot. I think that looks a little bit better. I mean, it doesn't, but you know, you can kind of see it's looking a little bit more organized, maybe? And you know what we could try and do is potentially close this off a little bit so that we can have regular indoor lighting in here, but still have some of those cool open archways that they wanted to use. I have a whole bunch of extra space now as well, which is gonna be kind of interesting. Oh my God. The layout is gonna be so weird. I'm trying not to delete too much of their existing furniture because I'd really like to keep the original vibes. Like, that is my goal. I'd like to keep the vibes, but just update it, you know? Is this a different wood color? Does it come in the same wood color? I don't think it does. Okay, well, that's interesting and different of them to do. Is there a reason that you did that? Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, I did extend this out on the other side. Okay, so that helps a little bit. I'm thinking I might push that back again. I kind of have this vision of like maybe a garden or something. The lighting on this lot is sort of hard to work with, but right now I'm kind of imagining maybe having some sort of, what the heck? I was trying to delete this fence and it was gonna delete my table for some reason. Okay, but I'm picturing that maybe we could tuck away a little garden right there. I can't really scoot this much closer to the front of the lot, but that's okay. I don't really know what fence I'm gonna use yet, so I'm gonna have to come back to that. But it might be kind of cool to have a little outdoor space. They also had before on theirs, and maybe it would be better if we tried to like sink it down, I don't know. Before they had done something kind of like this, and I'm wondering now if maybe we could make like a trellis. Obviously not super sure about how that's gonna go, it's just an idea. But I don't know, it might be kind of cool to have like a little secret garden area. And the trellis vibe gives us another way to add some more plants onto this lot because I want to make it look a little bit more tropical. This is one thing that we're kind of lucky about being able to do because they cannot do this. They can't use debug, they can't use move objects. So it's a little bit harder to do those official builds because they don't have the same cheats and stuff that we do. I mean, they do, but they just try not to use them in official builds on purpose because they want it to be a little bit more easily accessible for all players. So they won't like use cheats and stuff in those official builds. Okay, I actually just went back and basically re-added what they had before. They had this and then I got rid of it and now it's back. But I was kind of imagining that we could put some actual plants up here. I don't know if this is like completely ridiculous. It might be a little ugly, I don't know. But I think that's kind of interesting. And that might be a more fun spot to put the hot tub too, because it's like outdoorsy. I quite like the vibes they've gone for with like the wood paneling in the corners too. I think that's really interesting. I just wish that they were the same wood color. These wood colors are objectively not the same thing. I don't really know how to fix that though. It's also lagging so much when I try and do this build. Oh my god. It's not even like a rental lot type, so why are you doing this to me? And look at that weird glitching with the little edge of the freeze. Freezes are one of the buggiest things in the entirety of The Sims 4. Okay, I've got most of the wallpaper kind of put back. I'm keeping the same color scheme. I don't really feel like I need to change that too much. Interestingly enough, they actually have a different color of the wood. They've used this color everywhere, and then inside they have a more orangey toned wood. So why they have done that with these two different colors, I do not know. But if that's what they want, that's what they're gonna get. Oh my god, I can't take the lag. I might have to reload. Do you think that reloading will help? I don't even know. Oh, The Sims 4. It's really quite a game, isn't it? I love her, but she has her moments. Okay, I reloaded. Hopefully it goes a bit better now. I'm also gonna delete a lot of these windows because I think I might pick something new and kind of base it more on my terms instead. I don't know. I do like the idea of this little balcony thing they've got going on. I think that's kind of cool. So maybe I can put that on this side too. How does that look if I put it like right here? I don't know, because of course the wood color's wrong. Oh my god, it's horrible. Do you even come in the right wood color? Isn't that too light? I mean, maybe what should have been done is adjusting all of the wood to be like the more orange tone, because that's what they have inside. This might be a good combo because it's dark, it matches the fences, and then even if we can't change the freeze to match, it's at least like a little bit closer of a color. That's the same color as the columns too. Why did they use all these different wood tones? Oh my god, whatever. Let's just leave it and see if we can make this work. Even if the colors are off, maybe with some landscaping it'll come together some more. Of course, this window does not match, because why would it? It doesn't come in any matching color? Like, okay, well, not that one then. This one comes in matching colors. I don't really want to use that one though. This one has to match, right? Oh, there we go. Okay. And that kind of matches this. So that's cool. I like that a lot better. I'm gonna need to rearrange the bathrooms maybe. That's no surprise. We know that we have to rearrange the floor plan, okay? We've discovered that. Are we putting a door to the front porch? I don't know if we necessarily have to have a door to this balcony. I feel like originally it was just windows, right? It's like a fake balcony. Oh, originally it was an open archway. That's right. And then I deleted it. I don't know. I guess I just feel like it looks like a mess, and I didn't mean for it to, but I don't think that I'm doing the best job of this. I do like how those windows look. These little ones are kind of cute, so I'll put those around a bit. Okay, actually saying that, they already had them in that same color, just bigger, so that's good. I think that means that it's a good one, right? I'm staying true to the original vision of the build by using those windows. And then we can get some nice big windows sort of down and around the sides. They did have this beautiful big sign. I am wondering about making it an even bigger beautiful sign. And I want to see about trying to raise it up so it looks like it's sitting on the roof. That's what it looks like from the front. Oh, it's horrible. Oh my God. I know it looks bad. I know it looks bad. I'm gonna fix it. It's okay. Hold on, just hold on. Okay, I'm gonna do it. We gotta get into some debug landscaping, I think. I'm just gonna start by covering it all up. This tree is quite big. We're trying to go for like luscious, beautiful landscaping right now. Is this floating? Is it permanently floating? What the heck? I've never noticed that before. Okay, I can't use that then. Well, never mind. I even got rid of the foundation thinking that it was because of the foundation, but it wasn't. Huh. Okay. Well, on this build, I would very much like to try to use only for rent. I think that that's probably the best course of action because then anybody can download it and play in this renovated version. If you even want to. I don't know if it's gonna look good. I'm trying to make it look good. I don't know if it does look good. I don't think it does. When in doubt, plants everywhere. That's what I always say. I'm going through right now. I'm putting random trees all over the place. There are so many big debug plants from this pack. Like, they're all over the place. I don't even know if I realized just how many there were until now when I'm going through all of this. I don't know if that looks absolutely awful or not, though. It's very much mess. Just like complete and total mess everywhere. I do think that those windows look a bit better for this. You know what? It would have been nice if we had some color. Maybe I could get like a couple of these trees in there because that ties in some of the red from the windows. Oh my God, you can just tell it's a mess. I feel like when I look at it, you can just tell that like I panicked and was like, oh, just put plants everywhere. That's what it looks like. Okay. Here's what I've got so far. Let me show you around the outside. I'll put my foundation back up too so we can see it. I really went all out and put plants everywhere around the exterior. I do think that it looks better this way. It's very tropical. I think that maybe these pieces of bamboo, I don't know if they're worth keeping. I liked it at first, but now I'm like, maybe I should put them down the side or something. I don't know. I think that it was bad. It was fun at first when I was trying to build like a wall of plants there, but I think it's better for it to not be. I also think that maybe I should try and center this. So let me see if I can raise this up from like right there instead. I wish that we had an in-between size because this is the standard size and that's it when it's sized up. Let's rethink the interior floor plan a little bit more as well. Oh my God, this is clipping. Scoot that out. There you go. Let's rethink the interior just a smidge. There are some plants that are gonna be like eternally clipping, I'm afraid. So we have to be a little bit careful about those. I wonder if I can move the staircase over. Because if we move the stairs, we can maybe try, oh God. If we move the stairs, we can maybe try to like rethink where the bar goes. If I have to build out some walls around the stairs more, that's totally fine. And then up here, maybe I'll honestly build out some of these walls too. Sometimes you gotta just like close things off, you know? And that's okay. Sometimes it's just gotta happen. Not everything has to be used. Although this might make a nice little bathroom, I don't know. I think what I'm gonna do though is maybe switch it up so that the bathrooms are on this side of the building instead of on this side, because we can do the two doors kind of like they had before. We could do the same thing with like a little chair in between, but I'll just swap them over here instead because this is a bit bigger. Unless, actually, you know what we could do is we could have this be open. Please hold. How would that look? Oh my God, bad. It would look bad. Oh no. Wait, why did you do that? I built the wall. Oh, that breaks all the freezes. Oh my God, don't do that. Don't do that, Kayla. Oh no. Put it back, put it back, put it back. I'm sorry. I know that when you look at this, you're probably just like, what are you doing? What is happening here? And I know it's a mess. I'm really trying. It might not seem like it, but I'm really trying. I actually quite like the lounge energy that's up here. The bar is downstairs and the upstairs seems to have more like lounge vibes. I wonder if I could try to build up like a stage or something, because that might be kind of an interesting way for us to make use of more of the space. Let me delete this wall quickly. Hopefully that doesn't break anything. You never know with this game. You kind of got to be careful. Oh, it did break things. It broke all of my freezes. Okay. I hate this game. Honest. Can I do a spandrel? What is that? Oh my God, it's because of the freezes. Oh no. I don't know if I can handle this emotionally. That broke the freeze anyway, so I'm just not gonna do this. The stage was a fun idea. There's freezes outside. I'm talking about this part. This is what keeps breaking, like this thing. All right, I rearranged the bathrooms a little bit, so we're looking a little nicer in here. I might even make this one into a bathroom too, just because we've got the space for it, so we may as well. It's very little in there, but it doesn't hurt to have more bathrooms. Unfortunately, that part has to be like a black hole of nothingness. And then upstairs, I'm kind of tempted to keep a lot of the color scheme that they've been using. I think we could probably get a third table up there, and maybe I could use this rug as if it were the stage that I want to have but can't fit. I don't think it looks very good sized up. You know what? Even if we can't do the like freeze and the spandrel on top because it breaks the freezes, we can still do columns in there. Do you think it's better to have the tables kind of mix matched like this? I have not a single clue what I am doing right now. It's so bad. I really don't know what I want it to look like. Oh, I got rid of the trash cans too. I guess we can put trash cans back in the bathrooms. Not bad to have extra. And then we can put another big one outside too, just in case. Maybe we get a line of cabinetry back behind where the piano is. And I might get a guitar too. And now that things are a little bit brighter, I might get rid of some of the extra lights I had added in. And then I'm trying to start throwing in some accent walls. I'm like getting some wood everywhere. This is one of the worst builds I've done in a really long time. I don't know why I'm doing so bad. I just need to remember that we set out today to upgrade an EA build. So no matter what it is that we manage to get done, it will be better than what was here before. I just have to keep telling myself that, like, Kayla, even if you feel insecure about what you've done, it is still better than the original. Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. This is a vanity table, not really what you would expect to see in a place like this. I just want to have some more furniture in here, and there's not that much that works. Oh, I guess we could get like a big wooden cabinet. I don't think that makes very much sense either, but just so there's something over here. I'm just trying to put something over there in that corner. Oh, you know what we could add in? We have the little like quick treats grill, and we have this cute umbrella. We could put that over here. It looks like you can get street food from this. You actually can't. Emphasis on looks like. No one's gonna operate that or anything, but it looks kind of cool. So I might try that too. I feel like this is actually a really good starting point upstairs. I liked how in the original build, they had like some collections of lanterns like this. So I might try and do that too, because we can mix and match the colors a bit as well. And then maybe I'll mix and match the colors of these lanterns above the tables. I just don't know what I'm doing. I feel like it's so ugly. I'm really trying, but I feel like I'm doing a terrible job of this. They have the darker colored table upstairs, but then these lighter tables downstairs for some reason. I do like how this table looks outside, so I might try and do that a little bit more as well. Oh, and then I wanted to get doors on this wall. I think I'm gonna try to like, and this is gonna throw off the shape a little, but I think I'm gonna try and do it like that. I tried to fix this part too. I ended up making it a little bit wider, but I think that looks better. Do we do like 3 doors, or do we do just 1 door and then put windows? I guess the 1 door with windows probably looks better. These plants are like really clipping. I don't think that's bad. I mean, we want them to be like poking through a little, but just something to be aware of. Oh, here's something else fun. We can do little lanterns kind of like this because it looks like they're hanging in the trellis. I don't think they're actually slotted correctly, but you can't really tell, so we can do it anyway. Oh, I can put a little drink tray. Oh, that's really good. Okay, so we have like a couple places to sit. There's a couple tables, a little lounge chair set up. Oh no, I deleted the whole thing. I honestly feel like this might be one of the worst builds I've ever done. There's just something about this that's just not coming together well. I think I struggle with that a lot when I try to renovate somebody else's build though, so it's not completely my fault. Like, it makes sense that there's something weird going on because it is a weird build. I don't love the mini fridge. I know why they have the mini fridge, because it's like one of the new things they added, so they're trying to like show you more ways that you can use it, but I just don't really like how it looks when it's there. Maybe we can get a whole lineup of some of these lanterns, so it's kind of like what they've done, but we'll put them over the bar. Oh, that's kind of cool, right? It's a lot of wall. It's a lot of wall. I'm gonna put a couple more of these little tables in here, and then I do like the look of these little couches. Maybe I can get a small setup of those and then have a coffee table in the middle. I can get another drink tray like we had outside side. Does it at least look better than before? Like, you can tell it's EA build vibes, but is it at least an improved EA build? I'm gonna do just 2 chairs at each of these tables downstairs, because if you want to sit on bigger tables, you can go upstairs. We have music. I think the last things that might be helpful for us to add in are like maybe some more little pieces of wall decor. I had some stuff like that upstairs. I don't know. Oh, you know what I could do instead? Let me make this like weird fake room into a real usable room, because we can put things like the water heater. Maybe I could get like a little crate in the corner to cover up where the plant's clipping. There's even a fuse box that we could put in, and then we can just have like one wall light, so it can be like, you know, functional staff room vibes. Uh-oh, the cat's on the move. She's going to use the litter box, I think. I definitely like how the downstairs looks better than how I like the upstairs, but it's, I think, done. I don't really know what more I can do for this building. I did what I could. I really tried my best. The EA build energy, sometimes it just can't be saved. What would have been better would be to like build something completely from scratch, I think. I would have liked that better, but I wanted to give renovating it a try. Hopefully you like this version. I tried to keep it similar, but just like, you know, improve upon it slightly in places where I thought I could. The main thing is just it being brighter. That was kind of my main goal, and I like how it looks a little better this way. And I have really learned my lesson. I'm so glad that they work with simmers now to do the official lots for builds. I really think that it makes such a difference. I'm gonna go through and do some finishing touches, like putting in terrain paint and stuff, and then I will put it on the gallery for you in case you want to download it. It does use just the base game and the rent pack, so if you have For Rent, you'll be able to use this version. I might have timed this pretty well, because I think my cat is about to start screaming because she's gonna want out of my office, but she's not allowed out of my office because she has to be supervised because of her surgery. The Screaming Gecko Reno. And I'll put this up for you. Okay, we did it. We made it through, sort of. I appreciate your patience with me for the past couple of days, by the way, because I have really been going through it. My cat having surgery has just not, I'm not handling this well, okay? I don't think she is either. Oh, look at her climbing around. She looks like a little flower. Okay, well, I'm gonna actually go now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all of your kind words about Snap, and I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow, okay? Bye, everybody. I'm honestly embarrassed by this build. It is not good, and I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.